Dinar and Dong updates. Standing on the edge of a financial revolution, May 2025. As the global financial landscape shifts with increasing speed and unpredictability, May 2025 marks a potentially historic milestone for two rising nations, Iraq and Vietnam. In less than 18 hours, the world could witness a rare and monumental event, the long-speculated revaluation of the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and the Vietnamese Dong, VND. This development, if confirmed, could reshape global investment strategies, elevate national economies, and forever change the fortunes of millions of individuals holding these currencies. For over a decade, rumors surrounding these revaluations have swirled through online forums, investor circles, and economic conferences. What once lived primarily in the realm of hopeful speculation now seems poised to become a dramatic reality. The significance of such a shift cannot be overstated. This isn't just a currency adjustment. It's potentially a redefinition of economic identity and global relevance for two emerging nations. What is a currency revaluation, and why does it matter? A currency revaluation is an official increase in the value of a country's currency relative to a benchmark, such as the US dollar, the euro, or the pound sterling. Unlike free-floating market fluctuations, revaluations are the result of deliberate policy decisions made by a country's monetary authorities, typically its central bank or financial ministry. For holders of the Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong, a revaluation would mean a direct and significant increase in the exchange rate value of these currencies. In simpler terms, what was once worth very little might suddenly hold far greater purchasing power on the global stage. For individuals and institutions invested in these currencies, it could mean substantial financial gains overnight. On a national level, revaluation reflects more than just economic confidence. It symbolizes a country's declaration that it is stable, growing, and open for global business. For Iraq and Vietnam, it would be a powerful signal to the international community. We're back and we're ready. The road to readiness, Iraq and Vietnam's economic journey. Why now? After years of unconfirmed announcements and postponed expectations, what makes May 2025 different? The answer lies in a mixture of economic reform, political will, and quiet but consistent development that both Iraq and Vietnam have undertaken over the past decade. Iraq, once mired in conflict and financial disarray, has made substantial progress under the leadership of Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani. With oil revenues rising steadily, Iraq has built up considerable foreign reserves and invested in modernizing its financial systems. Anti-corruption measures, stronger regulatory oversight, and institutional reform have all played a role in rebuilding investor confidence. Furthermore, Iraq has worked to reduce reliance on black market currency exchanges and has modernized its banking infrastructure to support digital transactions and international transparency. These changes signal a clear commitment to long-term stability and reintegration into the global economy. Vietnam, on the other hand, has emerged as a powerhouse in Southeast Asia, largely thanks to its manufacturing sector, export-led growth, and a reputation for reliability amid global supply chain disruptions. The country's central bank and financial institutions have implemented strong monetary policy frameworks, curbed inflation, and established clearer guidelines for foreign investment. Vietnam has become a preferred destination for global capital and continues to attract billions in foreign direct investment each year. Both countries have also engaged in active diplomacy, financial coordination with international institutions, and infrastructure modernization, creating a platform where currency revaluation is not only possible, but strategically sound. How revaluation impacts ordinary lives and global systems. Revaluation isn't just a numbers game. For average citizens, especially in Iraq, a stronger currency can mean real, tangible benefits. The price of daily necessities like food, medicine, and housing could drop significantly, offering relief from years of economic strain. Purchasing power increases, inflation pressure eases, and the reliance on informal or underground markets declines. For small business owners and entrepreneurs, better access to capital and a more predictable monetary environment could spark new ventures, job creation, and innovation. On the international front, foreign investors will likely find a more secure, transparent, and investor-friendly environment in both Iraq and Vietnam. In Vietnam, a stronger dong could enhance the country's creditworthiness, reduce external debt burdens, and improve the business environment. Infrastructure expansion, public-private partnerships, and regional trade initiatives could benefit from this credibility boost, helping Vietnam solidify its role as a leading Asian economy. The ripple effects on global finance. The implications of a dual revaluation go beyond Iraq and Vietnam. The global financial system is highly interconnected, and such a rare move could prompt widespread reactions. Banks, investment firms, and hedge funds will likely recalibrate risk assessments, realign portfolios, and reevaluate currency hedging strategies. Nations that conduct significant trade with Iraq or Vietnam could face shifts in trade balances. For instance, importers might find Vietnamese goods slightly more expensive, while exporters could discover new opportunities within the now more valuable Iraqi market. This shift could also influence policy decisions in other emerging economies. Nations grappling with currency instability, inflation, or post-crisis recovery might see this moment as a model, proof that disciplined economic reform and political consistency can result in global recognition and fiscal rewards. Managing the transition, planning, preparation, and prudence. Behind every major financial event lies months, if not years, of preparation. According to sources close to financial ministries in both Iraq and Vietnam, internal documents and protocols have already been distributed to key institutions, banks, and governmental agencies. In Iraq, financial systems have reportedly been upgraded to handle a surge in currency exchanges and international transfers. Secure platforms, digital tracking, and anti-fraud technologies are being implemented to ensure a smooth rollout. The government has also increased foreign reserves to back the stronger dinar and to reduce the risk of market shocks. Vietnam's approach has been similarly meticulous. Trade balances have been carefully managed to reduce external pressure, and policies promoting foreign investment have been paired with tight oversight to maintain economic stability during the transition. Public awareness campaigns, coordinated communication efforts, and engagement with global financial bodies such as the IMF and World Bank have all been part of the preparation process. This is not a reactive move. It is a proactive, thoroughly orchestrated economic transformation. Investor guidance. What should you do now? For those holding IQD or VND, or individuals considering entering this space, the hours leading up to a potential revaluation are critical. Here are a few recommendations. 1. Stay informed. Rely on verified information from government statements, reputable financial news outlets, and licensed experts. The internet is flooded with misinformation, especially during high-stakes moments. 2. Consult a financial advisor. A qualified professional can help you understand how a revaluation might affect your holdings, taxes, and long-term goals. Timing, strategy, and planning are essential. 3. Avoid panic decisions. The days immediately following a revaluation may involve market volatility. Prices may swing before settling at a new norm. Patience and careful observation will serve you better than rushed decisions. 4. Engage with community. Investor groups, forums, and financial communities can offer perspectives, updates, and camaraderie during uncertain times. Shared knowledge is a powerful tool, a generational moment in global finance. This anticipated revaluation represents more than just a financial windfall or a shift in exchange rates. It is the culmination of years of effort, reform, patience, and belief, both from citizens of Iraq and Vietnam, and from the global network of investors and observers who have watched this journey unfold. It is a chance for two nations long overshadowed by conflict or instability to reintroduce themselves to the world, not as struggling economies, but as rising players in the international financial arena. It's a signal that through governance, policy, and perseverance, countries can rewrite their stories. For individual investors, the coming hours are not just about monitoring a financial ticker. They are about witnessing and participating in an economic transformation that may shape global trends for decades. Stay with Dinar and Dong updates for real-time coverage. As events continue to unfold, the Dinar and Dong updates team is committed to providing accurate, up-to-the-minute coverage. Our goal is not to amplify hype or rumor, but to offer a steady stream of factual reporting, expert insights, and meaningful analysis. Our upcoming live Q&A sessions, economic breakdowns, and expert interviews will give you a front-row seat to one of the most significant currency events in modern times. Whether you're a seasoned investor or a curious observer, your awareness and engagement in this moment matter. In conclusion, this is more than a financial event. It's a symbol of rebirth, of restored dignity,